Hey guys, McBoxMona here for the second episode of my Climb to Diamond series. I got a lot of good feedback last episode, so I'm going to try to keep this one a lot shorter, around 7 to 6 minutes. Hopefully it'll fit in that time range. Anyways, this episode we're going to focus on a Vel'Koz versus Viktor lane. So what we're going to be covering is how to handle Smurfs, timing summoner spell cooldowns, Vel'Koz versus Viktor in that matchup, as well as teamfight positioning with Vel'Koz. So recently I've been playing pretty well and climbing pretty often due to breaking down gameplay and really analyzing my plays and all that good stuff. So going into this game I was feeling pretty good, and I noticed Viktor, who was a Smurf. Oh, that's a Smurf if I've ever seen one. Alright, this should be fun. So that little box of information is called LulWiz. It's a really nice program. I recommend you use it. It gives you all really good information about summoners right before the game starts. I use it all the time. So going for the definition of a Smurf. A Smurf is a term for an alternate account. Typically the player's main account is ranked higher than his Smurf. And you can identify a Smurf by checking their win rate. Usually it's high and they don't really have that many games. So that Viktor had about a 78% win rate on 10 games about. I want to say around there. So sometimes the Smurfs are really good players leveling up in another account, so it's hard to win and play against them. My advice is play more reserved. Analyze their movements and their gameplay and how they take advantage of you, and see if they're really that much better or they're just another Smurf with a different account that happens to be just a little bit higher than you. So this Viktor was a special kind of Smurf, and he was the I'm stuck in elo hell and I need to smash noobs to feel better about myself kind of Smurf. And I'll tell you why. They tilt really easily. So with the laning phase as Vel'Koz versus Viktor, Vel'Koz wins this matchup because of his long range poke, but he has to avoid Viktor's burst. Viktor's burst with his Q and also with the laser and the ultimate, I'll have to dodge those in order to win this lane. So positioning is going to be very, very important. Also, if Jarvan ganks me and Viktor jumps on me, then I'm absolutely dead. So I have to be very careful to see where Jarvan is at all times and always have my summoner spells ready to avoid him. So as a part of this Climb to Diamond series, I really want to show off solo queue tips that will help you improve your game and just use your time more effectively when playing solo queue. And this is a tip I see people use but don't necessarily abuse it enough, and it's done all the time in higher elos, and that's timing summoner spell cooldowns. Now, it's an example of something easy you can abuse to gain an advantage, and it's just the easiest way. It's just information. So here, I'll show you what I mean. So Jax comes in here with a gank, does a really nice route, and he manages to get Viktor's flash as I land a Q. Now, since Viktor has no escapes and he's pretty immobile, he needs flash in order to stay safe in laning phase, or he needs vision to know where Jax is at all times unless I can solo kill him. So now, we have a 5-minute window to work with to abuse the fact that he doesn't have flash and me and Jax both do. So you'll see how that works out in the end. Get wrecked. Oh, please, thank you. And that's why I always take barrier, ladies and gentlemen. That was a pretty good play. I flashed Jarvan's EQ combo there and I was able to barrier and bait him into the tower and then kill him. Pretty good play, I would say so myself, but don't forget the part where Viktor's flash was down and we were both able to use our summoner spells to get both of them. So if we didn't have our summoner spells there, we would have been dead, or at least I would have been dead. I would have died there. But because Viktor did not have flash, that play turned into a very different situation. So the rest of laning phase went pretty well for me. Unfortunately, the Sona and the Jax were getting picked off a lot and feeding the enemy team pretty well. However, Viktor was roaming a lot and died a few times, and I was still picking up kills, so I ended the laning phase with the least amount of deaths, but Viktor still had quite a few kills and also had a pretty decent advantage over us. Quinn called me out one time. I managed to pick her off right here, but Quinn also picked me off in another instance. For example, right here, Sona, didn't really need to get in range of Viktor, but just got picked off right there. It was unfortunate, but whatever. And here's the magical clip of me dying to Quinn because her movement speed is really fucking scary. Like, seriously, she's fast. Anyways, I want to focus on team fight positioning here. Now, just take note how much stronger I am when I have my teammates surrounding me. So in that time, Thresh kind of just got picked off over there. He extended a little bit too far. He thought he could possibly make a play, however his teammates couldn't follow. So Right there, Viktor also got in range of the Ezreal and was able just to burst him down. This is the second time that happened, just showing this clip right here. But thankfully, this Sona peeled that Jarvan off for me really well, and I was able to catch up and catch this Sona with a nice Q, right? BAM! Right there. And then Viktor flashed for me and died as well. I'm fine with that. We have the better team fight composition for that, and honestly, I'll take that any day. So this is a nice pick I got on Quinn right here. She was trying to teleport to save the turret, and she TP'd way too late, and Trundle actually got the turret and then was able to kill her off, so I got an assist for Quinn dying on the other side of the map, and then a good flash crescendo right there. I was able to pick them off too. And this will actually translate into 2 inhibitors. Now that is huge for us because now all we have to do is force the Baron, gain vision on their blue side jungle, and then all we have to do is siege bot right here. So this is our favor with our team composition. If you take a look at it, we are kind of squishy, but Trundle was really strong in the 5.24 patch notes. So or the patch in general. So we're able to get the 2 inhibs, force this Baron. This Baron was really easy since we have a Jax and my true damage along with Ezreal. And then here, just take note of my teamfight positioning. I'm centered around my Sona and my Trundle, as well as Jax. And Ezreal is also too. He's been pretty fed this whole game. So here's where I actually make a mistake. I could have gotten hooked by Thresh, but he missed, and I actually blew Viktor's ult, and I was able to pick off the Kalista in the back, and also Viktor's just too low to do anything. So that's what I mean where my long range poke does better against Viktor, and I was able to successfully win this game. And honestly, that game was won just because our team just played really well into our comp and we stay behind our teammates. But it's so critical that you stay back in team fights when you're playing Vel'Koz here. So now we're going to look at the after game just to show you what kind of person that Viktor is. Wow. Yo, I have the perfect comeback for Viktor. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that response from Viktor was unprecedented and also hilarious to me. I love when I smash a player in lane and then they get all toxic and call me all those fun things that he called me there. Anyways, that's why Smurfs like that suck. I hate people who do that shit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for sticking around this long in the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, already do so. So, hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you later.